Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm back again with yet another deck. And today it's the Family Matters Face Commander, Zinnia, Value's Voice I'm looking at. Now, my original plan was to cover all the Face Commanders from the pre-cons in a whole week worth of videos on the lead up to the next Magic set, Duskrawn, just to finish off my covering of the Commanders. But yeah, I've been having so much fun with this version I've built for Zinnia, I think I'm going to go with, that I just went, no, we're just going to cover Zinnia now and have done with it. For those of you who don't know, Zinnia, blue, red and white for 1/3 Bird Bard, has flying, and it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of creatures you control, base power 1. But it gives all of your creatures you have offspring to, which basically means, for those of you who haven't really played much Bloomburrow, whenever you cast a creature, you pay an extra 2 mana, you get a 1/1 copy of it. It's exactly the same as everything on the other card, but it's just a 1/1. So offspring in any creature pumps up Zinnia's power by 1 each time. Great. Yeah. I was playing around with this, really wasn't bothered by the +X/+0 bit with Zinnia. That wasn't really what I was aiming at, and I was really interested in the offspring ability, and then my brain started working and I've come up with the deck I'm about to show you, and I think it's a little bit off the beaten track to what else I've seen that's been happening with Zinnia recently, so bear with me. Here we go for today's deck. Okay, here we are. 31 creatures in the deck. Some weird ones, I'm probably sure you'll wonder why, but I think one of the first cards you see in the deck gives away what I'm trying to do with this. So, Impulsive Pilfer is just here to give us treasures when it dies to help our mana, and probably the first one of these you're going to see. You may have Mockingbird from the Bloomburrow main set. Whenever Mockingbird enters, you may have a copy of any creature on the battlefield with a mana value less than or equal to mana, and it's a bird and has flying in addition to its other types. Yeah, I've gone down the clone route, and oh boy does this deck like having clones in it. So Mockingbird's the first one. Ocelot Pride, just because it's a white card and it goes in virtually every white deck nowadays, it's just so good it's ridiculous. Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant, just gives us a little bit of life gain as we're waiting to build up. Thraben the Inspector is also here, just to go through things and get our little clues. We have a little bit of card draw. We have a few legendary permanents in the deck, so Yosamaru made sense to me as well. Akiri, Line Slinger, gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control when you have partner, but First Strike and Vigilance really helps, and we do have a way of making a lot of artifacts. Charming Scoundrel, one of the better ones to actually do the offspring with, as well as pumping up Zinnia in the first place. Getting the offspring copy, usually 4 mana, 2 1/1s with haste, and either a bit of a discard and draw or 2 treasure tokens. But the best thing I found to do with it is just chucking around 2 of the Wicked Roll tokens, and yeah, the little auras that come in with them. Wow, makes things a lot easier to do. Yeah, it's red deck, Dockside's here. Offspringing Dockside does give you quite a fair bit of mana. I did it in a game the other day, and I think it ended up with turn 4, ended up with 12 treasures if my memory serves correctly. It's, yes, obviously it's dependent on your opponents having artifacts in play, but yeah, when it happens, and oh, is it fun to give you that big mana boost for one turn. Goldforge Throptics gives all our legendary permanents Wall 2, which helps protect Zinnia when we play them. Keleth, the Sun Mage Familiar, helps pump up Zinnia when she attacks. The next one of our clones, Phantasmal Image. Yes, okay, we get whatever we copy originally with Phantasmal Image, and we get a 1/1 version of it with the offspring. Thank you. Wily Goblin for a little bit more treasure manipulation. Artifact Academy Manufacturer, again another creature that pumps up Zinnia when it comes into play, but gives us a clue of food and a treasure when we create all the treasures, and we do create a fair few treasures, so it does help. Anim Pakal was a bit of a no-brainer, because when you attack you get all the X/1/1 colourless gnome artifact creature tokens. You soon build up Zinnia's power to a really heavy, quite high level quite quickly. Gimli of the Glittering Caves also comes in. Notice a lot of these are 1 power, so you do build up Zinnia as we go along, but it's not yeah, it's just, well, knows how to build the deck really to help out. But hey, double strike whenever they have a legendary creature enters the battlefield under control, put a +1/+1 counter on Gimli, and when it deals combat damage for play, get treasure token. Yep, that's nice, thanks. Ludwig Necro Alchemist, just so we can draw some cards when we kill things, and here comes some more of our copiers. So, mirror images here. And then we've got Sailor and Means for treasure, Seagate Oracle for a bit of card manipulation. Next clone, Clever Imposter, the original clones here. Not sure about Ojutai Dragon Speaker. I know it's a great card. Maybe some of the other, this would probably be the next one I take out if we get another clone at some stage, if there's one I've forgotten about and missed out. So it may be this one disappears, but it does help build up a little bit. Malleable Imposter comes in. It's a fairy shapeshifter, so yep, another copying. Mirror Hall Mimic copies. Obviously when it dies you don't get the disturb effect from the copy because that ceases to exist, but beyond that it works. Phyrexian Metamorph obviously comes in, the original, one of the better copy cards ever. Shakasima of 1,000 Faces appears to help us get around that and get rid of the legend rule, which can be important in this deck because you may want to be copying a couple of copies of your opponent's commanders or the legendary permanents. At least Shakasima gets you around this, and we do have another way of doing it coming up shortly. Spark Double gets around it as well, which helps. Stunt Double, and then I was trying to think of my last creature slot, and I thought, as a Lord High Artificer, might as well come in to help us, tap some of the artifacts we're creating to get some extra mana. Anyway, that's a little Urza, we all know what Urza does. So, Brainstorm gives us a little bit of draw and manipulation of top of our library, along with Faithless Looting gives us draw 2, discard 2. Then we have Opt, Preordained, Serum Visions, just to really make sure we can grab and swipe the top of our library as things go along. Counterspell gives a bit of control along with Cyclonic Rift and Mana Drain. Jessica's Will is here because I just like playing this in any deck I can that has red in it. I just think it's a great card. Sorry if it's getting a little repetitive in my decks now, but I suggest people pick one up. Prismari Command, a little bit of filtering with the cards or treasures, destroying things with a couple of damage if we need it. Chroma's Will, again another card I really enjoy playing, goes in for the Alpha Strike where we need it to once we've got enough creatures in play or we've copied enough things that we can Alpha Strike with. Chain Reaction for more board control, and then Inspiring Refrain, just so we can do the suspend thing and just draw a couple of cards every so often. People keep querying me on this, but I just like the fact that once you've got it set up, you never have to spend mana on it again. Yes, it takes 3 turns to draw a couple of cards. You may need to do it now if you spend the 6 mana. But at the end of the day, just having it sit in the background, get the couple of cards, does help occasionally, especially with sort of the proliferation I've seen at the moment of Wrath type effects going around in Commander, especially on MTGO. Helps you rebuild basically. Artifact wise, we have a few bits and pieces. We have a fair amount of ramp because we want to be playing the Offspring costs as soon as we can. So Mox Tantalite, Soul Talisman, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet. One of each of the medallions is here as well. One of each of the talismans of the right colour, along with Thought Vessel. Lightning Greaves and the boots are here purely to protect Zinnia once we get them into play. Hopefully we'll get one of these in play before we play Zinnia. Otherwise we're just taking a bit of a risk of getting lightning bolted or something. And then the other way of getting around the legend rule, I am playing Mirror Box. You don't have to play Mirror Box, I'll be honest, but I just like having it around basically so the legend rule doesn't apply with all the clones we have in play. So it made sense for me to chuck one in here. Enchantments, nothing really unexpected considering the colours we're in. Monologue Tax, Ristic Study, Anointed Procession to double up on the Offspring tokens. That's quite fun when that happens. You have this in play and you do an Offspring on one of your clone effects and you get 3 clones. People tend to get upset then, quite happy, so be warned. Smothering Tithe obviously, and then Storm the Vaults. Yeah, I like having a Persuado, Talarian Academy once we get it flipped to the Vault of Kalat-Chan. Yeah, we do have a lot of treasures coming in. Don't have to, well you do have to actually transform this when you have 5 or more artifacts in play, but at the end of the day, all that extra blue mana really does help pay off string costs going forward. Land-wise, not too bad, only 36, the usual selection of red, white and blue lands. You know, the sack lands are here, the check lands, all the rest of it. They make an appearance. There's nothing too fancy here at all. I'm not even playing, still trying to keep them off where I can. Reliquary Tower and Temple of the False God aren't in the deck. I know people don't always want to see them, so I've been trying to keep them out where I can. Perilous Landscape I will give a shout out to. Really nice take on the traditional terramorphic expanses of this world. I really enjoy playing these ones. They're really good fun, and actually the cycling helps occasionally as well. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with this. Plus the fact they come in, they can tap for one colourless. Doesn't mean you have to sacrifice them there and then and wait a turn to use them. You can actually get some mana off them. So I really enjoy these. So we're 3 colour decks that have these available. You'll probably see this and the rest of the cycle turning up soon. But that's it. That is my take on Zinnia. I really enjoy playing it. I'll be playing a bit more on stream once they can finish doing the work stuff that's keeping me late at work at the moment. So Zinnia will be turning up a couple of times on stream. I hope you'll come watch me play her there. It is good fun. It is, especially once you get the offspring of the clones working. I've really enjoyed it. I just can't fault it. Just to prove my point, this is one of the screenshots I had from one of the games that I played recently. One of my opponents had a lot of clue tokens, hence why I've got so many treasures. But Dockside's here. We did clone Dockside off Zinnia, and this is how the board ended up with. We had a few treasures already because of Smothering Tithe, but yeah, a lot of clue tokens on the board. I ended up with this. This was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this round about turn 9, I think we might have. I think there was a couple of tempting office casters, so we're probably looking around about turn 6, turn 7 with this. This is how it ended up. It is so much fun to play, especially when you get this. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sitting at 489 subscribers as I record this one today, so please, if you can, 11 more, help me get to my 500. Hit the subscribe button down below. You want to see me play Zinnia on stream, there's a link also down below to Twitch. Come and give me a follow there, and yeah, I'll be streaming as soon as I can once my late night work shifts are finished again. So for now, thanks for watching, take care. I'll be back tomorrow with, I haven't done a mono deck for a while, so we'll do a mono deck tomorrow. There we go. Okay, hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.